the rack shop here, and today we're just going to do a quick look at the Leitner Designs GearPOD XL. As you can see here, we've just pulled it out of the box. That's what we have here. This is how it's shipped. So cardboard box. It was also obviously taped and banded, so arrived in great condition. Just to give you kind of an idea what you can expect. Package weight is about 50 pounds. The box is roughly 17 by 19 by 54 inches. There's that. This is pulled directly out of the box. The other items you have in the box as well are the mounting brackets, and those are actually taped. You can see that to the bottom of the box to ensure that they're not shifting around during transit. So I think they're not taped; they are glued down. Those aren't going anywhere. So we'll also go ahead and go through just a quick setup, which it actually is pretty quick on this particular product. So with that out of the box, there's some room. First thing you'll need to do is open the box to get the remaining hardware. It is closed with some zip ties. So we've got some cutters here. Quick snip. Quick snip. And then we'll open it up. Twist the handles. Your keys will come attached to one of the handles, and there's a little tag attached to it as well. I'll read that for you. By installing this GearPOD, you acknowledge it is weather resistant, not waterproof. So it does a great job at keeping the elements out, but you don't want to put anything that's going to be super sensitive to water. So again, it keeps the weather out. Just don't go scuba diving with your truck and you should be fine. So let's see, both are open. Flip that up. So the box is supported with its strong hinges, and in here you've got the instructions and the rest of the mounting hardware. So what we'll go ahead and do now is re-close it, give the handles twist. Now they're in the closed position. From here you take your key and go ahead and lock it. I'll show you what's in this packet. Of course, your paper instructions, which you're going to want to read through those thoroughly before you begin. And another packet called the nuts and bolts. And this is utilizing the track lock hardware. Let's see if I can give you a close view of that. So here you've got your special Leitner fasteners, custom, nice quality finish. And you have your track lock nut. So this is a parallelogram style nut. When it's in the bracket, what this allows you to do is drop it into the Leitner rack, and when you tighten it, it's going to twist and engage into the rack. So this means you don't have to completely disassemble your rack on one end or the other to take out or put in accessories. You can actually just plug and play wherever there's space. So it's a really great addition for their ACS forge racks, and really handy. As far as some question we get asked, security, since this is an Allen or a hex fastener, while it's probably not common for somebody to walk by and have that type of tool ready to go, it does not have a lock and key for mounting it to the truck, but Leitner does offer security fasteners, so you can pick up a set of those and lock your GearPOD XL, GearPOD, your standard one, really any bracket, your HydroPod, any bracket that you have, you can pick up a set of those Leitner fasteners and have some extra security while you're out and about. So we'll go ahead and get this set up. We'll unpackage these brackets. These are just shipped in a plastic poly bag. I'll give you some internal measurements here, just real quick, but the exact specifications as far as payload capacity, the size, the weights, all that can be found at our website. So just hop on to therackshop.com and search GearPOD, and that'll bring you the product with all the specs. Okay. So on the top, you're going to have your small bracket. Those align with the pre-installed fasteners. And as far as the hardware goes, these are going to use the smaller fasteners. And all of these come pre-installed with Loctite. So again, just Leitner has just really great quality on all of their items, which is why we like them quite a bit. You can't recommend them enough. So I'm just going to get all these started with my fingers. This is complicated. Okay. So we've got all those started. It's actually a 4mm hex Allen, and I believe in the instructions you do have a spec to tighten them to. What we're going to do is use our power tool. Again, make sure you read the instructions, and we're going to put it on a real low torque, just to kind of speed it along. Before we do the install, we'll actually go back through with the hand tool and just to double check the torque-o-mat. And before we do the bottom, what we're going to do is get the hardware, the mounting hardware started. So that's, again, super easy. Just the same bolts that we just looked at from the front with the nut on the back. And it'll say in the instructions, but you do want to make sure that the, I guess the taller portion of the nut, you're going to insert the bolt in onto the onto that side. That'll help it lock into place when it's engaged into the rack. So we've started those three, and before the install, we'll go ahead and make sure that those are horizontal, and that way when you lift the box and insert it, it'll slide right into the track. So super easy. So now we'll go ahead and flip it over and do the bottom. I have a bolt handy so I can get this started and keep it from sliding away from me. All right, I'll grab the rest of the fasteners. Line the holes. Again, I'll go ahead and once we get this part done, I'll open it up and get some measurements with the measuring tape and give you an idea of the size you can expect. Again, all these dimensions and specs again are also on the website, therackshop.com. At the time of this filming, we do have the GearPOD XL highlighted on our homepage. So if you just scroll down a little bit, there's a direct link there. Otherwise, you can use our search box on the website. Type in GearPOD, or I think even XL should bring that right up. And you get full details for it there. Actually, swing around and get a better view on this. Oh yeah, better. Okay, last one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 fasteners down here. We'll zap through all those real quick. And we've got this on a low torque, and we'll go back and double check by hand. Again, we'll pre-start the hardware here. So the fastener from the outside or the door side inward. Fasteners here. And so that these bolts here are the 4mm, and this is actually a 5mm. There we go. And what I was mentioning before we do the install, we'll have these all horizontal. And that way it's easier to slide it into the rack itself. Okay, so you can see there, the assembly of that is pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Let's go ahead and take another look at the inside. So a lot of space, great hinges that keep the door open so you're not having to hold that while you're getting your gear in and out. Let's see, what measurements would you want? The actual edge to edge, 4 feet and about 3/8 of an inch. Now the inside of the hinge to the inside of the hinge, a little more narrow. It's going to be 45 and 5/8 inch. And the height, let's see, I'll do directly from the top edge down to the flooring. Actually, I'm going to go to the, I'll do the flooring first. That's 14 inches. And from that edge to these little cavities, or the opposite side of those rib nuts with the hardware is, that's about 13 and 3/8 inch. And then your depth, from as far back as it can go to the inside lip, 15 and 5/8. But from these support panels, just about 15 inches. And then on top, again, as far back as it goes, you're looking at about 10 inches. And then about 9 and 3/8. So again, these specifications are all on the website as far as weight capacity go as well. This is kind of a quick look of the box itself, but yeah, great way to carry and lock gear on your truck. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Our information is on the website. Email is hello@therackshop.com. Phone number is listed, or swing by the shop. Be more than happy to go over this with you in person. So that's about it. Thanks for watching.